police says they're still hauling up bodies.
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai. We've been scrubbing through garbage for hours, still nothing.
I think one could pop up like some list.
Alex, did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Jane has provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
Make the best of... Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
He told me you've been hacked. I'm looking into it.
Good. I will sleep better knowing an experienced field agent is on the case.
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much. He is good. He's very good, but it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Anything you can tell me about this hack?
Chang will know more than me. I just told him something strange was going on. Utility statements being accessed, incomplete information on orders, that kind of thing.
The kind of thing that's easy to miss. Surprised you noticed it.
When you have been doing this as long as me, you start to question every little thing. Plus, that old lady kept coming around.
Old lady?
Chatty thing. I thought she was just lonely, until I caught her staring at the terminal when my back was turned.
Did you confront her about it?
I told Chang. Asked him to put a field agent on it.
Well, I'd better get going. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Do not tell me, tell Chang. I have a cover to keep. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing yesterday, Agent Jensen. The task force needs good men like you.
Thanks, Sedlak. Take care.
This kind of thing is always happening to me.
Pane?
Who listens to that garbage?
Nothing suspicious here. Nice time for a walk.
the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented.
What did you do that for?
I am protecting the real people in the building. And most of them on that list are a few months late with their rent anyway.
Come on in. Weapons for sale.
The best secure corporate archiving company in the world. Around the clock, around the world.
You want to do business? He's the one.
You have credits? Usually you people with the robot arms and legs have no credits.
No, you got a real way with people. What's on the menu?
Menu? Nah, not food. Guns and things. You want? Give to my mother one like this. She very happy.
Maybe later.
For now. I like the sound of that.
Millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified. Causing several Fortune 500 companies
Hey.
to go bankrupt.
Are you interested in clean guns for a good price?
Despite whatever praise the underground media.
Who's messing with us?
We'll
both go check it.
Reporting to you live from Pican. Ariel is constantly. Best of the latest technology.
I'm calling it.
That's enough.
This is a waste of time, you know.
Why you gotta be like that, huh?
This isn't real. It can't be. What's wrong with him?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
That's quite a look.
More than a few around.
Feels like everyone is back. Nice coat.
Some of those forged permits are pretty good.
I know my papers are good, but I'm always nervous. There! Terrorist! Okay,
They're stuck, Mark.
Need to fill my ticket for it.
Another one.
Ten hajzel leze do řití a dostane povýšení.
city has gone to hell.
Hand it over. You better hope all your paperwork is in order, Hanser. An unauthorized clank in the city could mean big trouble for you.
Got enough trouble as it is.
Is that right? 1 second. Central, confirm a BH-847. You must have some kind of super weapon under the hood.
What I have is a job to do.
Oh, do
and no
not let
time
me
to
keep
waste.
you there. Get moving, asshole.
All right, Miller, I'm at the metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive any time you call up Rizika Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Rizika?
Plan A wasn't working.
Tak tohle byla velká chyba. Jet ve voze, kam augové nesmějí? To by vás mohlo přijít draho. Ukažte mi doklady.
Wrong train car. Right. They're all going to the same place,
Na
aren't they?
stejný místo? No jasně, že jedou na stejný místo. Je to stejný vlak, vy idioté. Tady. Údaje souhlasej, ale už to příště nedělejte. Zařaď se do fronty pro plecháče. Dělej!
We won't push you aside. We want you.
Of course it's easy.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Nothing suspicious. We should not be surprised. Hey, man.
Disney could use some help.
not doubt yourself, Thomas. We all know what that can do to a man. We all saw what happened to Vincent.
As individuals, none of us belonged outside. There was no place for us.
Can you all feel it? We are becoming someone else, not you. The skeptic. All he sees is sewers and bums drawn to a face on TV. He doesn't see the world we've created, and until he does, I don't think he should say anything. You are not your permit classification item. You are not your outdated documents. You are one of us now. We are versioning humanity. Discard the darkness. Suppress your sinister thoughts. Suppress the memories of what happened to you, to those you loved. Embrace our new life together. Embrace the sound of my voice. You don't belong here. You need to leave. I may not be able to keep you from moving around, but the plan keeps you from being calm. Remember, you are poor in a violence. You don't belong here. You need to leave. What do you think you're doing? What is it you have there? We will go to great lengths to protect what we've created. You need to stop this poking around. I have money. You need to stop this poking around.
One among you is armed to the teeth. Is a tree of thorns. But not even he can act upon his base impulses here. Deep. This is what happens when the outside world tries to creep in.
Anomaly detected. Program initiated.
Claw your way in. Here, deep down, he knows it's wrong. The skeptic. He continues to cloud the room with questions, with doubts. He contributes nothing. He may say nothing.
I'm gonna say a few things whether you want me to or not. We got a lot to talk about, Richard. Now that we can finally talk.
Why have you... What is it that offends you so much about our attempt to construct something better?
You mean your attempt to control people? Amplifying your hypnotic techniques with some kind of social enhancer? Keeping people from talking back, from questioning you?
I don't think you understand. Please. These people want to be here. We need each other.
How ugly must the world have looked to you, to go to these lengths? To actually believe that this was some kind of alternative?
We chose to start over. To escape what society had become. What it was turning us into. You may not understand, but they do.
No, I understand. You sought out people who were vulnerable. People like you, who had reasons to run away.
Who do you think they are? There are no missing persons reports. I didn't rip them from warm meals and bamboo linen. For those who wander the sewers at night in search of answers and alternatives, this is as good as it gets. No more hiding, no more running away, no more feeling abandoned. They need me. They need somewhere to feel welcome.
And the ones you don't welcome? Those who try to question or resist, like Visnik, like me? You have no problem rejecting them, threatening them, installing gun turrets to ensure they can never pull back the curtain.
The guns exist only to protect the ideal. Even the most peaceful communities must be prepared to defend themselves.
This isn't a community. It's a magic trick. You've been hypnotizing people, selling them on some fantasy of what you wish the world was like.
He tricked us? I don't understand.
None of it meant anything.
Please, don't leave. He can undermine me all he wants, but he can't change what it's like up there. The decommissioning, the segregation. They will round you up and catalog you. They will do worse.
People need to be guided. Now more than ever. All these things you're trying to run away from, trying to pretend away, no one should have to face them alone. But this isn't guidance. This is just replacing one totalitarian nightmare with another.
I went too far.
He preyed on us.
By a few thousand miles, yeah. And it's time to turn around now, Richard. Time to shut all of this off.
I feel humiliated.
I still hear the echoes of his voice.
I don't understand. How could we be so foolish?
It seems foolish. We had no choice. Everything he said to us, the way he said it, we had no choice.
Why us? Why were we not others?
I don't know. All my life.
I remember feeling
We live in a... I believe in what we were trying to do. They were safer here with me than out there with men like you. He snuck into our minds and fed us visions of ourselves.
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation. I questioned him, and then I'm not one of them anymore. But I'm not one of them.
You were right to question him. The fact that you were able to at all when others couldn't says a lot about your strength of character.
I became I again. Temporary signal failure led them to perceive me as a threat. I started thinking differently. I realized how how there's two eyes in Wisnik. That's when I figured it all out.
It's a good thing you did. God knows how far this might have gone if Richard had been left unchecked. How many others might have come and been persuaded to stay.
We came to him because we didn't fit the social schematic. Hounded by laws, hated by revolutions. He offered a way out, but there is no way out. Exile from exile is exile.
You're out now, Wisnik. There should be nothing more drawing you to this place. To him. You can go anywhere you want. You can do anything you want.
I want to be... I am alone. I am alone. The rat kept pressing.
Premises are successful.
I've never been more afraid in my life. I thought those police drones were the end of us all.
Those goddamn drones have been hunting us for 3 days. Finally thought they'd given up. Been quiet since last night, but I guess they were just fucking with us. I didn't know they did that. My name's Paulina, by the way.
Adam.
Thanks for helping, Adam. I know we should have run, but Romero said to stay here and wait. So, you're a friend of his? Do you have some news?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Romero, he's this cop. The only good cop in this entire city. He's helping us get out of Praha. Told us to wait down here, but we haven't heard from him in a couple of days. Christ, right now I almost wish I was back in Golem.
You were in Golem City?
Out of the frying pan, as they say. We were staying low, thought the worst was behind us, until the Dvali scooped us up. We got sold to a mining camp up north, and we were on our way when... I don't know what happened. Someone, an angel I think, started shooting at the truck. One of the other girls we were with was killed, but we managed to get away. We got hidden, stayed safe, and contacted Romero. Cut to now.
You should get out of the sewers. Sooner or later, you're gonna take a wrong turn and get hemmed in. It comes to that, the drones won't even have to aim.
Drones or Dvali? We'll be dead either way. Might as well see how far we can get, right? Listen, just because we're staying down here doesn't mean you need to. The door over there is a shortcut to the surface. It's useless to us, but the code is 5398 if you're interested. Thanks again, Adam. We've survived on hope this long. I think there's still some left. We may still get to a new life.
Yes?
Mějte na paměti, že předměty týkající se augmentací, například biobaterie a jisté nástroje či další autorské příslušenství, mohou být během namátkových kontrol zabaveny. Děkujeme.
Welcome back.
Sophisticated choice.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Don't do anything suspicious.
We won't push you aside.
Do druhý fronty, plecháčky.
I have a real craving for barbecue. Another reboot.
Look, I'm either busy working or busy on my break. Either way, I don't have time to chat with you.
I was just waiting for an
Potřebujete
explosion.
ukázat cestu.
I told you we were going to be fine, didn't I?
Ale vykřičená
You did.
čtvrť je bohužel otevřená jen v noci.
After a major plane crash, safety measures go through the roof. This is a safe terrorists blow up the
Fucking Valley run this.
You want a little taste, huh? Here you go. Drink it all in. You want some more? Come get some more tonight. The red light district.
Hand them over. Now wait. Do not move from this spot. I have to take a closer look at this.
Jen protože to říkali na pajku, to ještě nemusí být pravda.
What do you want? Hypostims? Pick up a prescription? If you want Mikkel or the doctor, they're not here.
This place has a doctor?
Oh yes, Dr. Sipra, Mr. Big Shot from Tai Young, who thinks he's too good for a place like this.
Tai Young. What did he do for them?
Pfft. He calls it experimental neurotherapy. If he's so good, how come his patient ran away and he can't find her?
What does an experimental neural therapist do exactly?
He is vague about it, and I don't care enough to ask. You want something else?
Who is Mikhail?
My nephew. He works here as an assistant, but he didn't show up for work today. His apartment is just across the street. Would it have killed him to let me know he can't come in?
Probably not. Especially since you seem like such an approachable boss.
Did you come here for something?
I'll be going.
Do what you want.
jsem si dešník.
Stick to your own.
You can't keep your eyes off me, but I promise.
Na nejvíce zpustošených arabských národů, aby vyhodnotila jejich situaci a lépe pochopila, proč se kdysi prosperující města jako třeba
I couldn't imagine what it's like to be augmented these days.
Families torn apart, losing jobs, having everything taken from you. It's awful.
I wish there was more we could do.
Are there any agencies around?
Oh, thank God! What's going on? What
It
are the
would be
charges?
really nice if the augmented people of this city could count on your support, man.
Will you please
No,
stop
I
nagging
was
with me and your
speaking
activism?
literally.
All
He
rights
never
is no
talked
different
shit in
from
his
gay
life.
rights, women's rights, or
Telling
anyone.
me this now?
I heard a bunch of runaways live down in the
Stay
sewers.
quiet.
Formed their own little community.
That's just a rumor. It can't be real.
Who cares if it isn't? It's romantic. I'll quit, that's all.
Can't believe a word they say.
I would not know.
Fine, you know how this goes. Whatever. Looks like a better pass. You're trying to be
Jensen, you find Fletcher?
Haven't made it to Rosika Station yet.
What? What are you waiting for? Chang's a former Black Hat, one of the best around. His hack of the transit lines will work.
How are they taking it? I'm closed right now, sorry. What did she say? Is it benign?
Co chceš?
Ne. Dobře už bylo. Kvůli těm útokům a debaklu v útulku je Praha na pokraji ekonomiky.
Dobrý, tak zítra taky. To já nevím. Santo je už nějaký čas zásadní, ale útočiště pro auto, veřejný mínění se nejde kolik.
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Strictly complained. They were shocked when I explained.
To já tady během ty doby byl.
Líbí se mi, co vidí.
I don't usually blurt out my political views to people on the street, but I just want to.
There is no such thing as free will. We are programmed from birth. Heredity, culture, background. We think we make choices, but even they are programmed.
Do not kill me. I have a family.
Hele, vysmáhni odsaď.
Do I know you?
I hear whispers
No,
in the wall.
I don't know you. So get out of my face.
You sure it's not in your head, brother?
Beep, beep, clack, clack, typing. Computers, don't you hear it?
I don't hear anything.
As you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed.
Go down. You can do this.
But with the United Nations This is reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here for journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise. When they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, packed combat drones attacked
We should lead with the population agenda, big global impact story. Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on Dubai, and finish with local. Where are we on?
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose, you break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
Well, that little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. First in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Picus media network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
I need you to stop looking into Praha Dovos, but not for the reason you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas, and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy, huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Praha Dovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
All right, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons. The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO, she leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
Millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation.
Think of us as counterculture patriots. Our mission? To inform people, to offer an alternative to Picus.
I finally got through to my contact in the trade office. He said to fuck off.
Keep trying, folks. Keep giving them help.
So, you got anything on Picus?
I'm still on it. What are you working on right now? What's your big story?
We don't write stories, man. We bombard with facts. 63% of all earthquakes since 1997 were caused by geological bombs. Did you know that?
Must have missed that one.
There is nothing natural about these disasters. You like figures? 7.1 million Augs left in the world. That's down 89% since the incident. Darknet Chatterman up 73% since that thing in Dubai. It's all related. You want a spoiler? You want the bottom line? I'll tell you. All part of a selective depopulation agenda they've had from the beginning. The means change, the targets change, but not the ideal. And our governments, they know about this, but the public has no idea. Why? Why is that? Because Picus controls 94% of the world's media, and 97% of what they report is complete bullshit. That's a fact.
You mentioned something about Dubai. What do you know about what happened there?
Ex-Bell-Tower mercenaries working with local Slavic gangsters caught in the middle of a puppet show in the Middle East. The whole thing was carefully crafted vaudeville.
Crafted by who?
Someone who likes to rig the game. A puppet on each hand, man.
Where do you get this information from? Who's your source?
Voices in the dark, man. The moment you fall asleep is the moment they start talking. Stefa, Kidara, Kilva, Changdala. That's what I hear. Whispers out of reach. It's like a scent. Something no one can hold on to.
So you have no idea?
I got plenty of ideas, but the more I talk, the less I can hear. Besides, journalistic integrity, man. We're not Picus down here, okay? We're one of the few media outlets left that aren't part of the global control mechanism. Indirect means on one side, direct means on the other. And once you're in the wheels of the machine, you're finished.
What do you need me to do exactly?
Dig up some dirt on Picus Media, the property bank. When you have something, we'll talk about getting the truth out there to the people.
Don't go anywhere.
Here are top stories. Is freedom of the press and threat included? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the juggernaut directive. And a list of vigilante headlines. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic
I sent the picture to the police. My brother hears noises.
Mám ti to zopakovat? Já anglicky neumím. Obraťte se na svýho průvodce, já anglicky neumím.
I hope not to.
Make the best.
Who listens to that garbage?
He looks pissed off. He looks pissed off.
I always get a little nervous when I go to the side. Don't like to feel on that track.
Life can be so confusing. This thing keeps breaking down.
Jo, taky jsem to slyšel.
So good. Jak dlouho už jsem na hlídce? Přijde mi to jako celý dny.
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
Where hits the spot?
Co to jako je?
I don't like being this close to Prakashka. I'm afraid of what might happen. Rather, stay quiet.
I'm going to get the police. Were enacted mostly to attract cooperation. And it worked.
Keeping an eye on you, Og.
A little generosity.
Julian is not acting like himself. Ever since the Palestine fired him, he's been so angry with
Yes, since 2017. However, this particular building was completed in 2024, and since then has acted as the head office.
Very impressive.
Pardon me for a moment.
Very impressive. It has also been
Absolutely
recognized.
secure. Data extractors have never breached the law.
Go inside and visit.
Hackers are
The
everywhere.
lobby, at least, it
Not
doesn't
here.
mean the bank.
Exactly. Of course. Allow me to finish with this gentleman, sir. Exactly. Of course, physical security is also paramount, and Targus has an impeccable
Any questions you might have?
They were affiliated with Bell Tower, yes?
Code 0. Primary neutralized. Confirmed.
With Bell Tower, yes?
Formally, yes, but so were most security companies before the incident. Why don't I schedule... a meeting for you with our accounts manager. He can answer all your concerns and start the application.
Please see the receptionist.
Yes. Why don't we do that? Thank you. A pleasure, sir.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Palisade. May I help you?
Not sure. Never been to a property bank.
I see. Well, we are the premier secure corporate archive in the world. We offer a number of services, including ultra-secure corporate vaults, as well as executive safes for smaller accounts. Exclusivity, anonymity, and security are the cornerstones and our greatest selling point.
Makes sense that security is a major concern for your clients.
Oh, yes. Everything at Palisade is state-of-the-art. Security measures are audited regularly, and Tavos is a very well-respected private security firm. Would there be anything else?
So, this is a data haven.
Well, we don't use that term here, but yes. We archive highly sensitive materials and documents for some of the most powerful businesses and people in the world. No worries about corporate espionage here.
Or government subpoenas.
Our international clientele do tend to disagree with the stance of their local governments as it pertains to corporate rights, let's say.
So they take advantage of this country's more pro-business legislation.
Mm-hmm. I suppose that's one way of looking at it, if you were a cynic. I prefer to think that our clients shouldn't have to deal with small-minded anti-capitalist bureaucracies if they can avoid it.
How big are the corporate vaults? Doesn't seem like this building would hold that many.
Oh, quite big in fact. We call them container vaults. Like shipping containers. Our storage facility is actually right under our feet. Quite an impressive sight.
Underground, makes sense. Great security feature.
Absolutely. In addition, they are only visited by appointment and require the use of a client's keycard to access.
Your executive safes are available to anyone?
Well, we do have an exclusive clientele, and the application process is rigorous. Despite this, almost all our safes are currently occupied.
Your client list must be very impressive.
It is. Mostly they are held by executives from our client companies, but some select individuals have been approved as well.
But with the same high security standards, I hope.
Oh, of course. And access to the executive safe room is restricted. Clients must use their assigned personalized keycards to gain entry.
That's all? Sounds a little simple.
It's a little bit more involved. The keycard also switches off all automated security measures within the vault. Lasers and sentries and the like. All very high-tech.
I think I'd like to see the account manager.
I'm sorry, Mr. Romanek is unavailable at the moment.
Thanks for the information.
Welcome to Palisade. We get few augmented clients or visitors, sir.
Do you work here? Custodial, perhaps? No, you're too well upkept. Ah, a waiter. One coffee, please.
Can't you see I'm on the phone?
Code 0. Primary.
I'm the executive officer in charge of security for an entire multinational conglomerate. You do not want to get in my face.
You certainly look capable of handling yourself. A shame they don't hire augmented security anymore.
Yes, sub-level security room has their up-to-date security passwords.
Good. Haven't heard from mezzanine level or the corporate vault basement yet.
Can you get confirmation from IT?
I could, but they would only be able to confirm sending out the code.
I'm sorry, sir. The VIP vaults are only accessed by appointment, and there are no appointments scheduled.
You need an appointment to access your own vault?
For the corporate vaults, yes. This allows time for preloading your container into the viewing area. You also need your personalized keycard.
Thanks for the information.
Authorization is required to access this area, sir.
And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt.
Well, I'm here during the night.
Live from Icus, Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and latest technology. Our portable data solutions have massive storage capacity, flexible streams, and over 1,000 other unique and patented features. Ariel, up in the stratosphere, down to New York.
Sir, I am on the phone. Hello? I don't know. Santo has been a sure bet for a long time, but an all agent? I see the whole
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
definite attempt. Probably more. Couldn't tell you from where. They hide their tracks too well. Lava stalks them, but there's no way to backtrack their location. All security hubs have been audited in preparation. Laser, camera, and door controls are all reacting as designed. New turret will be installed and ready on schedule.
Quiet. Confirmed.
Check updated.
Waypoint clear. Confirmed.
Updated.
As you were.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Moving to next waypoint. Confirmed. Security active.
And polarize the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan. Reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Hey, man, batteries. You got this. Ashanti Energies. For all you need to get through. Ashanti.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live.
Area clear. Confirmed. Confirmed.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Security active. Confirmed. Confirmed. As you were.
All of them occurring after Dr. Dallas Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in neighboring Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks.
Quiet. Confirmed. Confirmed. Waypoint clear. Confirmed. Can confirm.
London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports
Moving to next waypoint. Confirmed.
Check updated.
Legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the AUG where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue.
No worries whatsoever. The whole building exudes of fortification. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I've had mine, and my company's valuables in here since back.
Welcome back, sir. How may I help you? Do you have any more questions?
I think I'd like to see the account manager.
I'm sorry, Mr. Romanek is unavailable at the moment.
Thanks for the information.
The rates here are fine.
Sir?
More than a few around. No, no more.
Here we go.
Lower the judge's house. Doesn't matter. Those
Lechówka.
characters going to
Really?
disappear.
Quiet today.
He looks good.
I don't usually blurt out my political views to people on the streets, but I just want you to know. What they are doing to you AUGs, it is horrible.
Leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world.
We got Picus.
So, you got anything on Picus?
I think I found the kind of information you're looking for.
All right. Inspire me.
Here. Picus knew all about a recent chemical spill. And what it did to the water supply. They warned their own people, but not the public at large.
Better to risk people's health than to threaten social order. And this is good, very good. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Oh, that's cool, man. This should be more than enough. Okay, Bones has been typing up a storm already. We pulled all our Picus theories together and laid out some preliminaries. If you did your job right, this should help fill in the blanks.
So we're done here.
Almost. We need to make sure this issue gets the publicity it deserves. There's a city information hub we want you to hack. It's on your way out, I promise.
And then you forget all about Prahadovos.
Praha who?
Chang, you there?
What do you got for me?
Took care of Samizdat. No one's going to be reading anything about us anytime soon.
Oh, I'll cancel the movers. How'd you do it?
I've reasoned with them. They're not going to give us any trouble.
Reasoned? With the conspiracy nuts.
I know what I'm doing.
Leze do říky a dostane vodu.
Tímhle bych mohl zabít pár hodin.
Vážně jsme k něčemu.
Sit.
Stay away from this for hours.
Koho tohle bere?
Yeah, I know.
Can't
You have
defend
no
against
money.
that kind of
Whatever. Look, no credits, no business. Go.
My snad kurva nakážou, abych šel rozdávat lístky za špatný parkování.
What is your problem?
Ow!
Já to vědím. Nic.
City has gone to hell. Just make it delicious. City has gone to hell.
Hey! What did I ever do to you? I want to get out of here!
I'm going to the bodyguard at my location. Over.
Oh, God.
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
Over here! I have what you need.
I do not need to remind folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurred.
In the market for...
Leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition took up residence in the neighboring Food complex.
I got him!
Sir?
Don't mind telling you I do not like seeing your kind around here. Those attacks are too fresh in my mind. City has gone to hell.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, you there?
Who is this? How'd you get this number?
I did what you asked. Samizdat should have no problem getting its message out now. You remember our deal?
Oh, yeah. I don't compromise whatever little game you're playing over at that import company.
Try to keep a low profile. If Picus wasn't gunning for you before, they will be now.
Don't worry. Just make sure you remember who the good guys are.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
In the sewers. Ridiculous. Hello, Og.
Just make it through this shift.
Get out of here.
Cannot come soon enough.
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault!
What happened, Smiley?
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me! Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never!
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Smiley.
Right. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there, something big, something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
So what am I looking at in there?
It's a blast site. There's debris everywhere, and plenty of cops, too. Once you get past the turnstiles and security offices, you should have a clean path to the tourist office where they have the scan, if they don't see you.
How many cops are inside?
I don't know! Several! They all had guns, so I didn't stop and count them all. There's at least one guy in an exosuit, and my guess is they'll shoot first and bury the bodies later.
What do you think is on this scan?
It's evidence, Jensen. A 3D mass spectrometer scan of the explosion site. And if I had one more minute in there, I'd have it with me right now, and I could find out. But the fact that they don't want me to see it makes me want to see it even more. I'm sure it's important.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. Easy peasy.
This could take a while, Smiley.
Got it. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right.
We might as well head back. There's no getting through that way. What?
This area is restricted to civilians.
I'm with Task Force 29. I thought maybe I could take a look around.
You thought wrong. This is a local investigation. You task force guys can go swing your dick someplace else.
That's fine, forget it.
Done. Bye.
You showed up here? I thought you'd still be in the hospital.
Checked yourself out this morning. You had no real injuries, so there's nothing you can do. You don't want to go any further, Hanser.
What did they do? Drag him out screaming? Captain
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Any idea how much longer we might stick around? Screw up the evidence.
Ornik is riding a rig. What do we need with that kind of firepower? Is an army of art fanatics coming to scrub evidence? Everyone already knows they're responsible. Something else is going on.
Just keep it down. You don't question SIS, or maybe then you disappear. What they want. We just... Come try to scrub the evidence.
Ornik is riding a rig. What do we need with that kind of firepower? Is an army of ARG fanatics coming to scrub evidence? Everyone already knows they're responsible. Something else is going on.
Just keep it down. You don't question SIS, or maybe then you disappear. Do what they want. We just have to keep this site closed.
Fucking secret squirrels. At least they were good for a laugh. You see that task force lab coat run out of here with his tail tucked?
No, they've
We've already done the preliminary structural analysis. We're fine here. No worries about that. Anything else? Okay, good. Back to your posts. Everyone on sharp lookout and stay out of the way. Takes a tough enough job.
Fucking guarding a lonely train station. Could be in the red light, eyeing the merchandise.
What was that, Kopecki?
Nothing, sir. Just commenting on the clank bastards that did this.
That's what I thought. Now go. Keep watch for any clanks that decide to come back and see their handiwork.
Kolemu se to teďka bude pořádně mlít.
But nothing that I think we need.
Argism.
Their handiwork.
But nothing that I think we need.
One of those clanks to come back. All we need is one little thing pointing to Ark.
Brzo odsud vypadne.
Looks like more overtime.
Najdeme ty, co to mají na svědomí.
Still hear the screaming.
Ty vědátoři by měli přijít s něčím užitečným.
They'll pay for this.
Shit is going to start the golem now.
Any suspicious debris. Something that might have come from the device. A timer or detonator. Anything that could lead us.
You know who did this. Some augmented terrorist.
Of course, but the right director someone more specifically than simply somewhere in the city.
You want specific? Blow the whole place up. That would make sure we get the bastard. I'll let you get back to it, and be careful. Some of these wires are still hot.
I know. No one has been able to reach the breaker.
Mamy kryku. Zatím se sem nikdo nepokusil dostat.
Calm down. You'll be out of here soon enough.
Skurveli, aukové, jen by zabíjeli. Za tohle zaplatili.
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
Memento and augment. People just like
No, we had our golden years. With these attacks and...
Nice time for a walk.
Terrorist attacks? Am I hearing you right?
I was lost like you, friend.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Out of sight, out of mind.
A non-violent organization. Yes, yes.
That's where we're headed, thanks to the horror of the Illuminati and their humanity front puppets unleashed on the Earth that day.
But a bright future is at hand for our
Enough gawking. Everyone clear this area.
Nice time for a walk.
Sir, there's a set light for the altar.
Jensen, looks like we have a new lead in the case. It's gonna put you inside Gollum City.
The Og Ghetto. What did we get?
In telecam footage from the attack. Chang was able to pull some images from it. Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give Ozan 5 minutes of your time. Call me when it's done.
Then... Understood.
Come in, come in. A customer, welcome. You are still deciding? Come back later.
Oh, hello. Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Davney district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves none.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy.
Hey, Jensen, what do you know?
I've been trying to ID the body.
Pretty hairy,
to
wow.
crash the operation.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... Well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
David Seraph always attracted a lot of controversy.
Yes, I've seen some of his interviews. A firm believer in human enhancement technologies. I wonder if the incident changed his view?
Certainly didn't seem that way on the day.
You were with him then? In Panchea? When the incident happened?
Not at first. I was investigating the people responsible for attacking Seraph Industries. I was this close to exposing them when the incident hit.
You weren't affected?
No.
So how did you end up in Panchea?
I found out Seraph had left for the Arctic installation without me. I knew it was still under construction and most of its workforce was augmented. But by the time I got there, the damage had been done. Is there a reason we're dredging up the past? Because I don't see what any of this has to do with current events.
Don't you? Panchea was the fulcrum, Adam. For you and for all of society, everything changed that day. They dragged you out of the ocean and into a world that hates and fears people like you. Which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? This isn't about Augs versus Naturals, Delara. This is about terrorism. And in my book, there's no excuse for the taking of innocent lives, no matter the reason.
So if Talus Wrecker ordered his people to do this, then...
It's my job to bring him in, not to judge whether he's guilty or innocent.
Well, look, I think it's safe to say that you have all your faculties about you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Thanks again for going over your file with me, Adam. I think most of the other agents see a plague cross on my door.
just got pretty hairy in the bag.
We're exposing
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
Nice scope.
What do you want me to do? Got to hand it to Nathaniel Brown. Even though his company is pro-Orc, Santo has managed to keep its excellent.
Known as Northgate, leads through the remains of the fortification that surrounded Staromisti, more commonly known as the Old City. The wall itself was brought down in the 13th century.
In the sewers. Ridiculous.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
When did they close the puppet shop? My mom? Closed for ages, maybe a year or more. My niece loved those little marionettes they used to have. The ones that look like dogs. I was going to get one for her birthday. Get her a real dog. She's an irresponsible little idiot. Trusting her with a piece of wood is as far as I would ever go.
Why the hell do you put more guys on the job, Al? You said we're going to the train station.
We don't know where they are. They said something. Checkpoint now.
We arrested you?
Yes.
They love to tear us apart.
Copy that.
Starting to think we're in bed with the Russians.
Bývalo to nádherný město. A teď? Když se podívám, co tady ty augové napáchali.
Maybe I should take a picture.
Nothing on that sound.
Don't get me involved.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
They got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The Collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire Collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesellife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
Alright, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet, the only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARK? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the Collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the threat to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Golem City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Bastard.
Right here, the city.
You say something?
Well, there's the problem right there.
get this out of the way. We're talking about the dog incident.
251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 was killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details
So what happened yesterday? Things are getting worse here. I can't just take time off. Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? Got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilek complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's chicane now.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. Ark territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilek complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You ask me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
ARC has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talos Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
No. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
You're my only backup on this one. Before we leave, I'd like to know you've actually got my back.
Trust me, I flew 10 years in the SAAF and 5 in the private sector moving corporate heads. And in all that time, I've never lost a fare.
How many years with TF-29?
2, which is a year and a half longer than you from what I understand. So you want to keep talking resumes, waste more of our time? Or will you trust me to get the job done?
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss. Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.